Chinji, tomorrow is the grand wedding. Although the regent prince is somewhat frail, he is still a prince of the blood. Once you marry into the manor, even if he passes away, you will be the widow of a prince. You won't have to worry about your future. Yin Yang concubine mother, if the regent prince truly passes away, what happens to a widow like me without any children? How many days could I possibly survive? Have you ever thought about that for me? You are just a daughter of a concubine. It is your fortune to be able to marry into the prince's manor. Don't be ungrateful. My Mei younger sister, the regent prince's side has sent word. He is feeling unwell, so he cannot personally attend the wedding ceremony today. Please do not take it to heart. Gigi's sister, rest assured. I will not take it to heart. After all, his illness is a pretense. Gigi, before you sent me into this pit of fire, you should have found out clearly whether the regent prince was truly ill or just pretending. Wang Fei, the prince is waiting for you in the bedchamber. He is feeling unwell, so he cannot perform the rites today. I will take you to change your clothes first. How should I address you, nanny? I am surnamed Sun. I am the head nanny for the prince. In the future, if you have any instructions, Wang Fei, please tell me directly. Wang, your highness, may I lift the bed curtain? Or do you require that I speak from behind the curtain before I withdraw? Come here and lift the curtain. Your elder sister has sold you out. Your legal mother has sold you out. The whole capital knows you were sent to be a widow for the regent prince. Do you know who I am? I know. Your highness is feigning illness. Your highness's body is perfectly fine. You just don't want others to know you are healthy. You must play the part of a sickly Wang Fei well for me. I will handle your sister for you. If you act well, I will support you to become a princess. If you perform poorly, you know the consequences. To what extent does your highness need me to act? Pretend to be ill and weak, even more sickly than someone on the verge of death. I want you to cough up blood in the manor every day, and stay in bed without ever going out. I want everyone to believe that the regent prince has married a frail, sickly Wang Fei. Two dying wretches together, not expected to survive this year. I want my spies, both inside and outside the palace, to be able to use your identity as the sickly Wang Fei, to move in and out of the manor freely without drawing suspicion. Can I pretend to be sick convincingly enough for everyone to believe? Then you shall start acting tomorrow. Nanny Sun will give you the prescriptions and the props for coughing up blood. You only need to look like you are dying while lying in bed whenever anyone comes to visit. Then, will my elder sister come to visit me tomorrow? She will. She wants to see if you are dead yet. If you are dead, she will be very happy. If you are not dead, she will find a way to make you die faster. You will let her see that you are indeed dying. But she will never see you die. Wang Fei, the eldest Miss Shen, has arrived. She brought a box of ginseng soup, saying she is here to see her younger sister. She is waiting for you in the main hall. Let her in. I will lie here and wait for her. My Mei, how did you become so thin? I heard you only married in yesterday. How are you already like this today? Is the regent prince's illness truly contagious? Gigi. I kept coughing and spitting blood last night. The imperial physician said I might not last a few more days. Gigi, could you let me look at you one more time? After I am gone, I will never be able to see you again. My Mei, don't say that. You will surely recover. Here, Gigi brought you ginseng soup. Drink it and you will get better. Gigi, you added something that shouldn't be in this soup. Whom are you testing me for? May, what are you saying? I only want you to get better. Gigi, I do not want to die yet. Go back and tell the person who sent you to visit me. The regent prince's body is indeed failing. And his Wang Fei is also failing. Two dying wretches together, not expected to survive this year. There is no need to send anyone else to test us. I have already confirmed it for you. Wang Fei, was that statement just now on behalf of the prince? I have my own plans. After she goes back, she will naturally understand that I need to recuperate. For a short time. She won't come to disturb us again. Nanny, does the prince drink this medicine every night? Yes, the prince drinks it every night. This medicine is prescribed by the Imperial Hospital. On the surface, it is to treat his illness, but in reality, it is to regulate the prince's condition. He needs to maintain a state of frailty, so the medicine cannot be stopped. Nanny's son. What about me? What about me? Do I need to drink medicine? Wang Fei, there is no need. You only need to cough a few times when people come, and spit out blood. I will prepare the props and medicine paste for you. You didn't sleep? Someone walked past my window. I thought it was an assassin. But an assassin wouldn't stop for a moment before leaving after walking. It was one of your men, confirming whether I was truly asleep.
Yes.
I had someone confirm if you were asleep. You are the only person in the manor who knows the truth today. I need to ensure that you reveal the truth in the middle of the night. I won't reveal it. I can even deceive my elder sister. You don't need to send anyone to confirm if I'm really asleep. After your elder sister returns today, she will tell your legal mother that the regent prince is indeed dying, and his Wang Fei is also dying. Tomorrow, someone from the palace will come to visit. It will be someone sent by the Empress Dowager. He will see if I'm truly dying. Then what do I need to do tomorrow? Tomorrow you need to lie in bed all day. When the Empress Dowager's people arrive, you will see them. You don't need to speak. Just cough. Daylight has just broken. The Empress Dowager's people came earlier than expected. The Empress Dowager sent me to check on the prince and Wang Fei. Is the prince feeling any better? Replied to the nanny. The prince coughed for half the night again, and only fell asleep this morning. The Wang Fei is the same. She has been ill since she married in. The physician says her old illness has likely flared up. Cough, 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 cough. The Empress Dowager says, please take good care of yourselves, Prince and Wang Fei. Don't worry about matters in the palace. The Empress Dowager's people have left. He will go back and tell the Empress Dowager that the regent prince and the Wang Fei are indeed both ill and won't last much longer. Wang Fei, you acted even better than I expected. That cough of yours, even I almost believed it. The Empress Dowager's people have left. You performed well. He will go back and tell the Empress Dowager that the regent prince married a sickly Wang Fei, and that both of these dying wretches won't survive the year. This door, which you reopened following the path, she closed it back up following the same path she had taken to arrive. What happens next? What do you need me to do? Next, you just need to keep pretending to be ill. When the Empress Dowager's people come again, you will see something else he brings. A secret decree. A secret decree? When he brings it in later, just receive it on my behalf. That secret decree will be brought in the next time the Empress Dowager's people come. He will have me receive the secret decree for him. He will have me continue walking along this old path. The door has already been shut, but the one who shut it has already followed the wall's foundation to complete the path he was meant to take. The remaining path will follow the direction where his heart has settled, leading him to where he ought to stop. Wang Fei. The Empress Dowager's people are here again. This time they didn't announce themselves. They entered the manor directly. I see them holding a silk-covered box in their hands. It looks like a secret decree. How long will they stand at the door? About half a cup of tea's time. They will wait for me to report before coming in. Then I will start coughing now. By the time they reach the door, I must be coughing uncontrollably. Wang Fei, your condition is even worse than the last time I came. Nanny, does the Empress Dowager have any instructions? I will receive the decree on behalf of the prince. The Empress Dowager's Imperial Oral Decree. Please keep this secret decree safe, Wang Fei. Pass it to the prince when he is feeling better. The Empress Dowager said there is no rush. Wang Fei, aren't you going to open it and take a look? No rush. The Empress Dowager's oral decree says to pass it to him when he is feeling better. This means I need to keep this secret decree safe for him. For now, I will wait until he decides when to look at it. If I open it myself, I would only disrupt the Empress Dowager's plans. The Empress Dowager's people have been here. They came and left a secret decree, saying to wait until you are feeling better to look at it. Why didn't you open it to take a look? This secret decree is for you, Empress Dowager, not for me. I only kept it for a while on your behalf. I had no intention of opening it for you. The Empress Dowager wants me to reclaim the military authority of the northern frontier from the Ministry of War within 3 months. She said if I cannot reclaim it, she will not be able to protect me. The military authority of the northern frontier is in the hands of the Ministry of War. Is the Vice Minister of War the Empress Dowager's person or the Emperor's? The Vice Minister of War is the Emperor's man. The Empress Dowager wants me to take the military power back from the Emperor. He needs me to stand firmer in the court, to block the Emperor's people for her. Then how do you intend to reclaim it? I intend to make the Vice Minister of War voluntarily hand over the military power. But I don't need to see him myself. I need someone who can freely enter and exit the Ministry of War, without raising any suspicion, to pass on a message for me. You are a sickly Wang Fei. No one will suspect you. They will only think you are going out to buy medicine. You want me to go to the Ministry of War and pass a message? Correct, you will go out of the manor tomorrow. Go to an old apothecary in the east of the city. That is my secret contact. They will give you a secret letter. Take that letter and circle around the entrance of the Ministry of War. You don't need to go inside. You only need to let the Vice Minister of War's people see you holding that letter. When he comes to see me, what should I say? You don't need to say anything at all. You only need to let him see the letter's seal, which is stamped with the Empress Dowager's personal seal. Once he sees that seal, he will understand. He will take care of the rest himself. Are you here to pick up medicine? Do you know Nanny-san? She said you would have the medicine she mentioned here, for treating coughing blood. The medicine is here. Keep it safe. After going back, boil it with 3 bowls of water into one, and drink it while warm. The prince's medicine must be taken on time. It cannot be interrupted. Standing here is enough. The gatekeeper has already seen the envelope. He will go back and report it. Once the Vice Minister of War sees the Empress Dowager's official seal, he will naturally be unable to sit still and will come to see me voluntarily. Wang Fei, did you deliver that letter? I didn't, but I let the person who was meant to see it see it. He will come to see me within today. Wang Fei, the steward from the Vice Minister of War's manor, is here. They said there is someone requesting an audience with the princess. He brought a box of medicine. He claimed his master heard of the princess's coughing illness and specifically sent it over. He is waiting for you in the side hall. Tell him to wait. He is waiting for you in the side hall. Tell him to wait. I will finish this bowl of medicine before I go. Greetings, princess. My master heard that your coughing has worsened lately, princess. So he specially instructed me to deliver this box of top-grade Fritillaria bulbs. He asked me to convey a message to you, princess. This door is always open. You may knock at any time. Your master is truly thoughtful. Go back and tell him this. I have accepted the medicine, but I may not necessarily enter through that door. Tell him to close his own door first, then come back to open the door for me. The Minister of War has indeed come to seek you out. The price he is asking for is a golden immunity token. He is using military power to trade for a talisman. Zhang Shencheng was nominated for Best Supporting Actor at the 100 Flowers Awards. Do you intend to give it to him? I will. I need his military power. He needs a door that can save his life. We are each getting what we need. That transaction, following the note from the Minister of War, has already reached its intended destination. It has already followed the Minister of War's note to where it ought to be. As for the rest, it will continue along the direction of that golden immunity token mentioned in the note. I have already written out the golden immunity token. Deliver it to the Ministry of War for me. Hand it over to the Minister of War. Do I need to go in and see him this time? No need, you only need to place this secret order on the stone table at the entrance of the Ministry of War. Then step back to the entrance of the alley and stand there. He will send someone out to collect it. When he sees the secret order, the handover of the northern border military power will begin. Once the secret order lands on the stone table, the first move of the chess game will have been played. Within a cup of tea's time, his people will surely come out to collect it. Princess, someone from the Ministry of War is here. They say they are here to return a courtesy gift. He is holding an old wooden box in his hands. It looks heavier than the one from yesterday. He left it at the door and left without saying a word. Bring the wooden box in. Place it on the table. I will not open it. We will look at it together when he comes to confirm. We will look at it together when he comes to confirm. The handover of military power has already begun. The Minister of War was faster than I expected. When he handed over the defense layout maps, even the dates had already been signed. He is using that fixed date to pave the way for himself. Then what do you need me to do next? You have already done what was required of you from now on. You only need to continue playing the role of the sickly princess. After the northern border military power is completely in my hands, I will let everyone see that the Prince Regent married a sickly princess. He chose this door himself. The hand-drawn map has been sent to its destination, along with the letter left by a friend. The agreed-upon markers have also been securely placed within the prearranged outpost beyond the border. The remaining path will follow that fixed date and complete itself. There will be no more new misaligned gaps appearing in other directions. There will be no more need to realign any other fractures. Someone from the palace will come today. Not someone from the Empress Dowager. It is someone from His Majesty. He is coming to confirm if I am truly dying. If he discovers that I am feigning it, he will reclaim the northern border military power before the handover is complete. Then do I need to act even more severely ill today? You do not need to act. You only need to lie down today. When His Majesty's person arrives, you don't have to say a single word. Just lie there and don't move. What he will see is a princess who can no longer stand, and a prince regent who is reaching his final days. He will not suspect that this door had already been traversed by him before he even arrived. The Empress Dowager sent this servant to check on the prince and the princess. I heard the princess went out to buy medicine yesterday. He went to fetch the medicine for me. The imperial physician said that specific herb can only be found at the shop in the east of the city. Take care, Your Highness. This servant will return to report. Princess, someone from the Ministry of War came again this morning. They didn't leave anything this time. Only left one message. The defense layout handover is complete. The northern border military power has been officially transferred to the prince's name. The transfer document is signed with the Empress Dowager's private seal. Are the dates on the handover document and the defense layout map signed by the Minister of War the same day? They are the same day. The prince looked at it last night. He said the dates match. The Minister of War didn't leave any gaps in the timing. The northern border military power transfer is complete. But the Minister of War just sent someone to relay another message. He said there is a typo on the handover document. The position of that character is right on the line regarding the ownership of the military power. If that character is changed, the entire handover would revert back to the Ministry of War. That gap was not left by him. It was left by the person who drafted the document for him. He doesn't know who sent that person. The one who wrote the wrong character is not someone from the Minister of War's side. He knows how that document should be written, but he deliberately wrote it wrong. He is waiting for us to discover that typo during our inspection, and then, along the direction of that typo, lead the old trail of the military power handover back to the Ministry of War. It wasn't a mistake. He's paving a way for himself to reopen the door along the direction of the typo. Then do you know how to change it? You have looked at old archives and testimonies for so long. You should be used to these tricks by now. I know how to change it to the correct version, but I won't change it on the original document. I will copy out that error, and then write a new, correct copy to place beside it. The date on the copy will match the original, and I will seal it with the Empress Dowager's private seal. Seal it with the Empress Dowager's private seal. If someone tries to open the handover document along the direction of that typo, they will find upon opening it that the typo has already been replaced by an old mark in the same position. The direction of the military power ownership will no longer be led back to the Ministry of War by that typo. And the person who initiated the handover procedure, when they turn to the copy, will only see that it has already been fixed in the correct position. The copy is finished. The date, signature, and seal are all the same as the original. The only difference is that the typo has been corrected. If anyone wants to reopen this door along the direction of that typo, they will find that the typo has been replaced by a correct stroke in the same position, and the direction of the military power ownership will no longer be led back to the Ministry of War by that old mark. Put it inside the cover of the handover document and keep it with the original. If someone comes to check, they will see the copy first, then the original. They will only see that the typo has already been sealed back up along the direction of your stroke. They will only see that the typo has already been sealed back up along the direction of your stroke. It won't split open a new gap in any other direction. Princess, the eldest Miss Shen, is here again. She didn't bring ginseng soup this time. She only brought a letter. She said, "My mother asked me to pass this to the princess. Please open it, princess. Leave the letter and tell her to go back. I'm not seeing guests." She said if you don't come to take it yourself, she will wait at the gate until you are willing to come out. Younger sister, you have lost weight. The last time I came, you were still able to sit and talk. Today, you look like you're about to collapse even while standing. Is something the matter, sister? Mother asked me to tell you. The Prince Regent is critically ill. You are his primary wife. If he passes away, you will need to hold a vigil in the morning hall for him. These are the rules. Mother said at that time, you will be brought back to the Shangshu mansion to stay for a few days. I will go. Go back and tell Mother, sister. The Prince Regent is indeed critically ill. When he passes away, I will hold the vigil for him. That door will close itself along the direction of the vigil, once his journey is complete. That door will close itself along the direction of the vigil, once his journey is complete. There will no longer be anyone in the morning hall, reopening a door along the signature of that letter. Your stepmother is waiting for you to become a widow. She thought that after you married in, I would die quickly. Then she would take you back to the Shangshu mansion and marry you off again to someone she can control. She is indeed waiting. She thinks she can sell me one more time. Then how long do you intend to make her wait? Until she thinks she has finally waited for the moment. And at the exact moment she thinks she has, I will let her see that not only did I not become a widow, but I'm standing by your side, helping you close the final door. She is waiting for me to become a widow. She thought this door would open by itself when the prince passes away. But she doesn't know that this door, at the moment she waits for, will turn into a closed old scar. Your stepmother's letter? I have already had it checked. The date on her letter is the same day you married into this house. She had prepared this letter on that very day. Before you even married in, she had already calculated the time for you to become a widow. She wants to use the date on that letter to pave a new usable path for that old door. What she calculated was the time she thought I would be a widow. But she doesn't know. The date on her letter will follow the direction of her own handwriting and walk back into her own door. Princess, news from the palace. The Empress Dowager knows you received a secret edict for the prince. She said you did well, but she also mentioned one thing. On the Minister of War's side, someone has been checking your records of going out to buy medicine lately. Someone is checking the direction of that old scar. Are they checking the records of leaving the manor? Or the distance I stood at the Ministry of War's entrance with the letter? They are checking the records of leaving the manor. But they haven't found the distance at the Ministry of War's entrance yet. She said you don't need to worry. Let them check. When they find the records of leaving the manor, they will only see that I went to buy medicine. As for the direction of that old scar, they will follow the pharmacy's ledger back to a path they can trace to the end. And before that path is fully walked, they will be intercepted at the position I have already remarked for them. The Ministry of War is checking my records of leaving the manor to buy medicine. They want to confirm if I really went to buy medicine, or if I went to deliver a message for you. And did you let them confirm it? They have confirmed it. There is indeed a record in the pharmacy's ledger of me buying medicine. The date matches. And the herbs match as well. The direction of that old scar has already been aligned by me using that record of buying medicine. When they follow the pharmacy's ledger to the end, they will only see a sickly princess going to buy medicine for a sickly prince. You even prepared the pharmacy's ledger in advance. I had Nanny-san go ahead to handle it. That record of buying medicine is real? I did indeed buy medicine, and I took the medicine. I need that record to be real, so that when someone checks on me, I can follow that genuine record of buying medicine and lead them to the position they are supposed to arrive at. That record of buying medicine has already followed the pharmacies ledger and completed its intended journey. It will, before the people from the Ministry of War finish checking, along the direction of that medicine-buying record, come to an end. Before the Ministry of War officials can trace the medicine records to the end, tracing them down completely, along the position I have prearranged for them. At the point where they believe they have reached the very end, I will seal it shut once more. People from the consort's palace have arrived again. They are not the Empress Dowager's people. They are people from His Majesty's side.
He said that His Majesty heard the consort is critically ill.
and has specially bestowed a bowl of ginseng soup. He wants you to drink it right in front of the messenger. The messenger's gaze is fixed upon your face, as if confirming a distance that he has already calculated. The ginseng soup is brought in. Let him watch me drink it. I will finish it. Your Highness, His Majesty heard your cough has worsened, and has specially bestowed this bowl of ginseng soup. Please finish it in front of this servant, so that this servant may return to report back. I thank His Majesty for his grace. Your humble concubine has finished it. Please convey my regards to His Majesty. That soup will follow the path of my drinking and reach its intended destination. No one will ever be able to follow the winding trail of that soup and open up a door to investigate further. Your Highness, you spat out that mouthful of ginseng soup. There was something in that bowl that shouldn't be there. It is the same kind of medicine that was in the ginseng soup elder sister sent last time.
His Majesty's men are testing me.
He thought I would have an outburst on the spot after drinking it, but he did not expect that I would know in advance. Before the ginseng soup was even consumed, it followed the old marks on the rim of the bowl, revealing its true components. His Majesty's men came to test me too. The substance in that bowl was the same kind as the substance in the ginseng soup elder sister sent last time. It is the same kind as the substance in the ginseng soup elder sister sent last time. They want to confirm whether I am truly on the verge of death. I took a sip in front of that man, and then spat it out after he left. You took a sip? And then spat it out? Does he know you drank it? He watched me drink it. He does not know I spat it out. He only believes that I finished it. This bowl of ginseng soup will be taken back to the palace by him. He will tell His Majesty that I indeed drank that bowl of soup. And then His Majesty will believe that I will not live much longer. The ginseng soup has followed the path of my drinking and reached its intended end.
His Majesty's men will follow the
traces of that soup back to the palace to report. The direction of those old marks will be led to the bowl rim I drank from. And after I spat it out, it will close up along that rim once more, into a position that will never be opened again. News from the Empress Dowager. The Assistant Minister of the Ministry of War has confirmed that the transfer of the northern border military power is complete. After you corrected those typos, he stopped investigating. He said the person who pointed out the typos has already been transferred away. Transferred where? Transferred to the southern border. Transferred to the southern border, far away from the northern border. There will be no more chances to follow the path of those typos and reopen the case. Those typos have been sealed again, along the old tracks of the records. No one will ever follow the path of those typos to open that door again. The remaining matters will follow those sealed tracks and resolve themselves. When you spat out that bowl of ginseng soup yesterday, you did it just in time. Those old traces have been guided along the winding path toward the corridor. His Majesty's men will not follow the old traces of that soup to re-examine your mansion's records. The northern border military power has been transferred. Next, I need you to do one thing at the imperial court. What is it? Accept an imperial decree for me. At tomorrow morning's court session, His Majesty will publicly announce the decree, transferring the northern border military power to the Regent Prince's mansion. But I cannot accept it in person. I'm still ill. I need you to stand outside the hall for me, to accept that decree, and bring it back to the mansion. And hand it to me. Accepting the decree at the imperial court for me will be the last time you walk through that old gate for me. This palace attire was sent by the Empress Dowager. The Empress Dowager said the consort must wear formal attire to accept the decree outside the hall tomorrow. She personally selected the fabric and style, and it has been altered to your measurements. She said after you accept the decree for the prince, you need not linger outside the hall. Just return directly to the mansion. You need not linger outside the hall. Just return directly to the mansion. So, does she know that I will wear this palace attire tomorrow to accept the decree for the prince? And does she also know that she will be waiting at the spot where the decree is finalized for me to walk my final path? Tomorrow, this door will stop at its designated position. After the decree is finalized, it will follow the intended direction back to the study. The dark gold patterns will, when I finish accepting the decree, turn away from the hall gate and fall back into the mansion along with the span of the palace attire. By the order of heaven, the emperor decrees, the northern border military power is transferred to the regent prince's mansion, and Regent Prince Zhao Baikan shall oversee all northern border armies. The consort Lady Shen shall accept the decree on behalf of her husband. Your humble concubine, Deifu, accepts the decree. When you accepted the decree, did you see your elder sister? I saw her standing inside the gate, watching me accept that decree. But what she saw was me wearing formal attire, standing outside the palace gate accepting the decree for the prince. Then what do you think she will do after returning? She will go back and tell her mother that I have not remained a widow, and that I accepted the decree for the regent prince. She will recalculate a gate that can lure me back into the range of her control. She is wearing the regent princess's formal, accepted the imperial decree on behalf of the regent, substituting the prince to receive the decree. This has nothing to do with whether she remains a widow. That door has not yet been shut. She only walked a little further on the prince's behalf. She is merely waiting for that door to truly close. Following the direction of those old scars, walking back to the threshold of the Shangshu mansion. Then, what does mother intend to do? Wait until he is a widower. He will return on his own. By then, that door will follow him, and close on its own in the direction he returns. He thinks he can escape me, but his path will always lead back to his old door. Your stepmother is waiting for you to become a widow. She thinks you will still walk back through that old door, but you have already stepped outside of that door. The position of that threshold has already been solidified by your steps. She thinks she can reopen that door, but when she tries to open it, she will find that the gap has already been sealed shut. She knows I have already walked out of that door, but she will calculate a new door. A door that will allow me to walk back into a door within her control. That door will be another one that she thinks she can reopen. She is already calculating that door. The width of that door will be the same as the old one. She thinks she can follow the direction of those old scars and lead me back into that door. But she does not know that the old door, while I was receiving the decree for the prince, has already come to an end. The direction of that door has already been realigned by me. It will no longer follow the old path she expects, to split open into a new rift. Wang Fei, the eldest Miss Shen, has sent people again. This time, it is not to inquire about your health. It is to deliver an invitation. She says the Shanshu mansion is hosting a birthday banquet next month. She requests your presence at the mansion. She also says that mother misses you dearly. She has finally finished calculating that door. The width of that door is exactly the same as the old one. I will go. That door will follow the direction of the birthday banquet and finish walking the final stretch of its path. Your stepmother is waiting for you at the birthday banquet. She will ensure everyone at the banquet sees the regent's consort returning to her maiden home. Then she will use that banquet door to push you back into a position she can control. She knows I will go, but she does not know that I will be wearing the official robes of the regent's consort, and I will have your people standing behind me. That door will, when I walk into the Shangshu mansion, shut on its own. It will not follow the path she prepared to crack open again. That door has already been calculated. The width of that door is the same as the old one. On the day of the banquet, that door will follow my lead as I walk into the Shangshu mansion, and it will close on its own. It will no longer follow the position she calculated to crack open a new gap. Chinji is here. Please, take a seat. This outfit you're wearing is the official attire of the regent's consort, isn't it? Are you used to wearing it? I am accustomed to it. The prince specifically ordered it to be made. The size is a perfect fit. He knew I was returning to my maiden home today. He specifically had the nanny choose it for me. The regent truly cares for her. Is the prince's health improving? Much better. The imperial physician says in a few months he will be able to get out of bed and walk. Mother, you need not worry about me. I will take good care of the prince. I will take good care of the prince. That door will follow the direction I take as I sit, and close on its own. It will no longer follow the path you prepared to crack open a new gap. Mother, I returned to the mansion today to tell you one thing. I will not be a widow. The prince's condition is improving. That door, when I wore my official robes and walked into the Shangshu mansion, has already knelt down. You need not plan for my future anymore. I have already decided. You? What do you mean? I have already walked out of the door you calculated for me. That door has already been shut. It will not follow what you planned for me to crack open a new gap. That door has been completely shut. She thinks she can follow the direction of those old scars and lead me back. But when she opens it, she will find that the gap has been solidified by my steps. She will find that the gap has been solidified by my steps. What did your stepmother say? She said she would calculate another door. That door would be laid out in a new direction and be opened when I return next time. She will not stop. She thinks she still has a chance to lead me back into that old door. But what she doesn't know is that the old door, while I was wearing my official robes and walking into the Shangshu mansion, has already reached its end. The old scar, while I was wearing my official robes and walking into the Shangshu mansion, has already closed. It will no longer follow the direction you planned for me to crack open a new gap. That door, the moment I shut it for him, had already finished walking the path it was meant to take. It will not open in another place to become a door that requires me to realign myself. A door that requires me to realign myself. News from the Empress Dowager. She said your words at the banquet yesterday were spoken well. She said that door, while you were wearing your official robes and walking into the Shangshu mansion, has already closed. From now on, she will not allow anyone to follow the direction of those old scars to reopen a door. This door has followed the direction you took when you sat down and finished the path it was meant to walk. It will not crack open in another place to become a door that requires me to realign myself. And what else did the Empress Dowager say? She also said she could make a new door for your stepsister. The width of that door will be the same as the old one. That door, when she comes next time, will reopen along the old scars you closed for him. And after she walks inside, it will close along the old scar of that door gap. That door has already finished its path at the banquet. And that old scar has also, right where I was sitting, closed on its own. The path ahead. It will follow the old scar that has already closed up. It will follow that old scar and reach its end on its own. He has already recalculated its width at the edge of that letter. That door will open again the next time he comes, following the direction of that old scar. The direction of that door has already been locked by me at the closing point of the old scar. The remaining path will follow that. already closed position and walk to its end on its own. Nanny, your complexion looks wrong today.
What happened?
The Empress Dowager sent word last night, saying that Shendaji eldest Miss Shen went to see her this morning. She knelt before the Empress Dowager and cried all night, saying that when you returned to the Shangshu mansion for the birthday banquet, you said many disrespectful things. She said you were using the regent's power to deny your own birth mother. The Empress Dowager asked this old servant to tell you, Wang Fei, that since she cried all night, there must be some sort of explanation. You must go to the palace today. She knelt for the entire night. The width of that door is now wider than the old scar, he recalculated. She thought the Empress Dowager would pave that door for her. Then I shall go to the palace. The door she paved for me, I will close myself. This door will not split open again along the path where she knelt, but will only close along the direction I walk in. Wang Fei, regarding the Empress Dowager, how do you intend to speak to her? Since Shen Daji said she knelt all night, the Empress Dowager should speak a few words on her behalf. She knelt all night, and that door has already been scarred by the pressure of her knees. The Empress Dowager needs to catch this old scar before you arrive. I will tell her that every word I said that day was true. I did not deny my birth mother. I simply told her that I am no longer on the path that he had planned for me. That door will close again as I walk into the Empress Dowager's bedchamber, following the exact spot where he knelt. Qingji, you've come. Your sister knelt all night. She said what you said that day at the birthday banquet made her very sad. She said you denied your own birth mother. Is this true? Empress Dowager, Qishan did not deny her birth mother. Qishan only told her that the door had already closed on its own when I walked into the Shangshu mansion in my official robes. He no longer needs to calculate things for Qishan anymore. Qishan has already finished calculating. At the banquet that day, every word Qishan said was true. Empress Dowager, look at her. That is exactly how she speaks to me. She doesn't treat me like a sister at all. Yu Yao, you may withdraw first. Aijia wishes to speak with Chenji alone. Your sister knelt for an entire night. What she said is half true and half false. But her knees have left an old mark on the floor tiles. She is paving the way for her own door. You accepted the imperial decree for the prince, and the military power of the northern frontier has been transferred. You have already firmly established your position within this door. He is still outside the door, so he wants to use you to pave a door that would allow him to enter. Qingji, Aijia kept you here to speak alone, because I want you to know that Aijia will not open this door for him. If you do not want him to walk in, you do not need to let him in. Qishan will not let him walk in. That door will close itself along the path where he knelt, and will not split open again in the direction that he has prepared. Then, when you go back, tell Nanny-san that if she comes to see Aijia again, Aijia will not see her anymore. Wang Fei, the Wang is waiting for you in the study. He says there's a new secret decree that needs your attention. The Empress Dowager mentioned there's still another old scar that needs you to align the position before we can proceed further. The edge of that old scar is narrower than we anticipated. You need to personally flip to the corresponding page to confirm where it leads. News from the Empress Dowager. She says that the matter of your sister kneeling all night has already passed. She will no longer pave that door for her. But there is another matter that requires you to check the position. A document has arrived from the Ministry of War, stating that when your father was dismissed from his post, there was an unsigned transfer order. The date of that order was before your father's dismissal, and it does not match the time of the Northern Frontier Troop rotation. That transfer order was not signed, but its reference number is earlier than the rotation records. If someone were to reopen that old scar, using the reference number, they might see the gap we failed to notice. The reference number of that order is earlier than the rotation records. Yet the signature column is empty. That old scar stopped halfway. If it is flipped open again, it will follow the direction of that empty signature column. and reserve for itself a backup path that can close again. Can you find that transfer order using that reference number? That document is in the Ministry of War's old archives. The writing style of the empty signature column matches the last clearance document your father signed before his dismissal. It is just that the stopping point lies on the empty signature column. You need to follow that number into the archives and align that order's signature column with the last clearance document your father signed to confirm that the position of that old scar has been locked. That transfer order was not signed, and its edge stops before father's dismissal. Its edge stops before father's dismissal. That old scar, when someone follows the number to reopen it, will split open a new crack along the direction of the empty signature column. I need to walk to that empty signature column before you lock it and align it to where it should have been signed. Speed P key 0. Wang Fei is here to check the old files. Is there anything this official can assist you with? No, I have finished checking. That transfer order has been signed. No one will be able to follow the direction of the empty column to reopen a crack anymore. Recount the old scar where the ink just fell. The signature column of that transfer order has been filled with my father's name. It is consistent with the clearance document Li Feng and he signed. The closing point of that old scar has been locked by me once again. No one will ever be able to follow the direction of the empty column to reopen a crack again. After that transfer order was signed, the record of the Northern Frontier rotation will no longer have any gaps. The position of that empty signature column has been filled by you. That old scar in the old archives has already closed with your father's signature. That transfer order is signed. It will no longer leave an empty signature column in the archives waiting for someone else to fill. Wang Fei, news from the Empress Dowager again. She says that she knows you went to the old archives today to sign that transfer order. That signature column has been locked. The record of the Northern Frontier rotation is now perfectly aligned. She says you should rest well for a few days. There won't be any new doors for you to open for the time being. That empty signature column has been locked. There will be no new directions for that old scar that require me to align. The remaining path will follow that already closed contraction point and finish itself. You have almost closed all the doors. This copper seal, I had someone make a new one based on yours. Someone has already paved the way for you on the Empress Dowager's side. When she takes this copper seal, it is for her own preparation. Before you arrive next time, she will follow the patterns already carved on that copper seal and help you close all the remaining doors. This new one will help me walk the remaining path. That old pattern has been realigned with the new width. Next, we only need to follow that already closed edge and walk to the position where it should stop. He has sealed all the openings that could be opened. That empty signature column has closed. That old door has also been realigned to its position when he set his pen down. He is now holding 2 copper seals and will follow the already closed edge to walk the rest of the path to the end. Nanny, your complexion looks good today. Is there some good news? Word came from the Empress Dowager this morning. Saying that Shendaji sent word yesterday that she is not feeling well and wants to leave the city to recuperate at a villa for a while. She said she has been dreaming of old events recently and wants to go stay somewhere else for a period to clear her mind. The Empress Dowager has approved it. She left the city early this morning. She only took one maid when she left, without alerting anyone. He is gone. He calculated that door for himself. The final missing piece. He also closed it following that direction himself. He will not return again. Your elder sister left the city this morning for the villa. She left a letter for you before she left. It wasn't sent to the mansion. She had someone place it on the windowsill of your old residence. He must have calculated that you would see that letter. I have finished calculating that door. I walked the final stretch of the road, only to find that the direction of the old scar was no longer in the position I had flipped through. It was no longer in the position I had flipped through. I will not return. You have won. He really has left. That old scar followed the direction he calculated for himself and walked the final stretch. That door has already closed itself in the direction he flipped through. It will not split open a crack in any other position again. Speed key 0. You have stood up? I have been standing for 3 days now. The Empress Dowager says it is time for the regent's illness to begin to improve. At the morning court tomorrow, I will appear before the officials in the posture of one recovered from a long illness. The news that you bought medicine from the pharmacy has already spread. Everyone knows that the regent's Wang Fei can walk on her own now. It has been paved. It is time to let the regent walk out of that door himself. Do you need me to go with you to the morning court tomorrow? No, you only need to continue playing your part as the sickly Wang Fei. When I walk back from the morning court tomorrow, no one will ever doubt again how much longer the regent will live. That door, when you are standing at the door of the bedchamber waiting for me, will walk to its end along the already closed old scar. Then from today on, you are no longer my sickly Wang Fei. You are the true mistress of this mansion. It has started to sprout. That old scar has already finished the path it was meant to take. No one will follow that direction to open a door again. This osmanthus tree has already grown out, following its own direction. This osmanthus tree will grow out, following its own direction. When the petals cover the branches, I will put the fallen petals into this wooden box, and then seal it. I will put the fallen petals into this wooden box, and then seal it, and send it to the Empress Dowager's palace. That door has already closed. No one will ever split it open again. Along its direction, this old scar has already walked the path it was destined to take. The remaining road will follow the direction we chose ourselves and walk to the end. It will not open in any other direction again. A door that requires us to align. News from the Empress Dowager? She says after your elder sister left, no one at the Shangshu mansion can open that door for him anymore. Your stepmother has also been very quiet lately and hasn't sent anyone to pry for information. The Empress Dowager says, it is time for you to recover from your sickbed.
He wants you to go to the pharmacy east of the city tomorrow.
Go to that pharmacy in the east of the city. Let everyone see that the regent consort can walk on her own. That door has already closed on its own when my elder sister left the city. Now let everyone see that I can get out of bed and walk. It is to help me catch the final support before that old scar is completely sealed. I need to firmly pave this new path for myself. Wang Fei, your medicine has been packed, as per the usual rules. Simmer 3 bowls of water into one and drink it while it's hot. Thank you. I will drink it on time this time. Wang Fei, the fact that you left the manor to buy medicine today has already reached the palace. The Empress Dowager said it is very good. Next, we only need to wait a few more days. Once everyone sees that you can walk on your own, the regent's illness can also begin to improve. That door has been repaved along the position where I stepped out of the carriage. No one will ever follow that old scar to open a door again. No one will ever follow that old scar to open a door again. Tomorrow, you will return from the morning walk. When you step through the manor gates, that door will close itself along the path you walked back. By the time the sun sets tomorrow, no one will doubt how much longer the regent has to live. You just stand at the gate and wait for my return. I will stand at the gate and wait for your return, Wang. When you step through the manor gates, that door will close itself along the path you walked back. No one will ever follow that old scar to open a door again. During the morning court session today, everyone saw that the regent could walk into the court himself. That door has already closed on its own. Along the path I took into the court, no one will ever follow that old scar to open a door again. That door has already closed. That old scar finished the path it was meant to take. The moment you walked into the court, no one will ever follow that direction. To crack open a gap again. To crack open a gap again. The remaining path will follow the direction you walked back from until the very end. That door has already closed. That old scar has finished its final stretch, following the path you walked back on. That old scar will no longer have a new direction that requires me to align it. Wang Fei, the Empress Dowager, has sent word again. She said the news of Wang's morning court appearance has spread throughout the capital. Everyone is saying the regent has recovered. She also said you no longer need to drink this medicine. Starting tomorrow, you can be considered fully recovered. This bowl of medicine is the last one I drank for him. That door has already closed on its own, along the path he returned on. This old scar will no longer crack open a gap anywhere else. That door has already closed. That old scar has followed the path he walked to its very end. The remaining path will follow the position where it closed itself to the place where it is meant to stop. No one will ever follow the path of that old scar to open a gap again. Wang Fei, today is the first day you no longer need to drink medicine. The Empress Dowager says that the door has completely closed. She told us to convey to you, you no longer need to worry about being a sickly consort. That door will finish its final stretch, along the path of you standing up. No one will ever reopen it, once it has closed. That door has already closed. That old scar has finished the path it was meant to take, along the direction of me standing up. The remaining path will follow the direction of my standing up to the very end. No one will ever follow the already closed old scar to crack open a gap again. You do not need to drink medicine today. That door has already closed. That old scar has followed the direction of you standing up yourself to finish the path it was meant to take. That door has already closed. That old scar has followed the direction of me standing up myself to finish the path it was meant to take. That door will follow the direction of me standing up to the very end. No one will ever follow the already closed old scar to open a gap again. The remaining path will follow the direction of my own standing up to reach the position where it should stop. It will not crack open again anywhere else to create a heart door that needs me to align. Wang Fei? Someone outside the manor delivered a letter. It is unsigned, but on the envelope, 2 closed patterns are drawn, exactly matching the patterns on your 2 bronze tallies. The messenger said, "This pattern is left for you." The door has closed. The patterns have returned to their place. The direction you walked in has been left by you in the place it should remain. This pattern has already followed the closed direction and finished its path. The messenger no longer needs to appear before you. The pattern has returned to its place. The door has already closed. That old scar will no longer have a new direction that requires me to align it. The pattern has returned to its place. The door has already closed. That old scar will never be reopened by anyone again. Wang Fei, the Empress Dowager, sent word this morning. Please enter the palace at noon today. The Empress Dowager wants to see you after your recovery. She said she has prepared a new set of clothes for you. They were prepared for you. That door has already closed. I have already decided in what manner I shall appear before her. The pattern has returned to its place. The pattern has returned to its place. That door has already closed. The Empress Dowager will see today that I have stood up. Your complexion is better, like a different person from the day you married in. That door has closed. I called you here today to tell you one thing. Your stepmother submitted a greeting petition this morning saying she wants to go to the villa to accompany Yu Yao for a while. She said in the petition, she is old now and wants her daughter to keep her company. She said she will not be coming back. She is also leaving. That door closed on its own when Yu Yao left the city. Following that closed direction, she finished the final stretch of her path. Then, at the endpoint, it closed into an old scar that will never be reopened. After your stepmother leaves, there will be no one left in the Shangshu Manor who can pave that door for you. You don't need to concern yourself with the Shangshu Manor anymore. That door already closed on its own when your elder sister left the city. That door already closed on its own when your elder sister left the city. After your stepmother follows that closed direction to finish her final path. At the Shangshu Manor, no one will ever follow that old scar to open a door again. The Empress Dowager says it is getting cold. Wang Fei, now that your health is better, do not catch a cold. She personally selected the fabric for this cloak. When you wear it back, it will let everyone see that the regent consort is already standing in a position they can see. Thank the Empress Dowager on my behalf. I will wear this cloak back to the manor. This is what the Empress Dowager gave you. She said it's cold, so don't let yourself get chilled. This is another item the Empress Dowager sent over. The old deed to the Shangshu Manor. Before your stepmother left, she had someone deliver the Shangshu Manor's deed to the Empress Dowager. She said she doesn't want it anymore and asked you to keep it for her. That door closed itself when Yu Yao left the city. When she handed over the deed, along the direction she gave it to the Empress Dowager, she finished the final path she hadn't walked yet. This deed will remain in your hands, following the path that has already closed. No one will ever follow that old scar to open a door again. She handed over the deed before she left. That door has already closed on its own, along the direction she handed it out. She will not be coming back. This deed will remain in the regent's manor. No one will ever follow that old scar to open a door again. That deed has already finished its final stretch, following the direction she handed it out. That door has already closed. No one will ever follow the path of that old scar. No one will ever follow that old scar to open a door again. That deed has already finished the path it was meant to take, following the direction she handed it out. No one will ever follow that old scar to open a door again. The remaining path will follow the already closed direction to the very end. Wang Fei, word came from the Shangshu Manor this morning, saying that the madam has already left the city. She only brought one old chest with her when she left, saying she would not return. She also said that this door has already been closed, and no one will ever follow that direction to open it again. She's gone. That door has already closed. No one will ever follow that direction to open a door again. That old scar will follow the path she finished, staying in a position she can no longer reach. And after she finishes the final leg of her journey, it will follow that self-closed old scar and walk back to the direction she turned away from. After your stepmother left, no one at the Shangshu Manor can pave that door for you anymore. You no longer need to return to the Shangshu Manor. That door has already closed. This city will have no new direction that requires you to align it. That door has already closed. That old scar has followed the path she finished to its very end. The remaining path will follow the already closed direction to the position where it should stop. My stepmother said before she left that she wouldn't return. When she left, she took with her the door she had calculated for herself and also completely sealed off that old path of the Shangshu Manor for me. Now that this door has already closed, no one will ever follow that direction to open a door again. Then what do you plan to do next? Put this deed and the bronze tallies together. That old scar has reached its end. No one will ever follow its direction to crack open a gap again. That door has already closed. No one will ever follow its direction to crack open a gap again. After you finish the final stretch of the road, the remaining path, I will walk it with you. That old scar has finished the path it was meant to take. It will not reopen in any other direction, to create a door that requires me to align it. The remaining path does not need to be determined by old scars. I know where he is. He is in the direction I have chosen.